Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's time for Virtually Purchased Acquisitions, where our host has bought something on the internet. What is it? Well, watch this video and find out for yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the man that will bring you what he has bought on the internet, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode 1392 of the show. We're about 18 episodes away. Actually, no, 92, excuse me, 8 episodes away. Boy, my math is off. I mean, it's going crazy here. 8 episodes away from 1,400 episodes. I'm still at 281 subscribers, and my goal is to surpass my first 2 channels I did here on YouTube since 2011, and I've already surpassed my second YouTube channel, the one I had to kind of abandon after moving up here a couple of years ago, and so I want to surpass my first one. That way, it'd be great. Just like no problems whatsoever, and no issues have been had here. I heard rumors though, but there's a rumor going around that our internet is going to be faster. So we're gonna have more faster internet, and which is a really cool thing. And I'm kind of looking forward to that, to be totally honest. And so some good news. Didn't expect those news, and but that's okay. It's Virtually Purchased Acquisitions number 68. That's got a package in. And it looks like it has something to do with the game I bought off eBay, possibly last week, is this thing. So we'll probably get that going. Forget we'll chat a little bit. I want to chat first of all. As you know, I'm a big Power Rangers fan. Okay, and the latest developments have gotten me concerned about the franchise itself. Now, Super Sentai is still going strong. As you know, I think we're in the 49th Sentai, Bakuge Sentai, Boomger. Here's the fun part. Here's the fun part. It's still going strong. The Super Sentai. As you know, developments are happening in the situation of one Austin St. John, who played Jason, the original Red Ranger in the Power Rangers series, that he's entering some kind of plea deal. Because of wire fraud money. It was like money collected during the pandemic. It's supposed to be donated from charity, and they end up taking it or something like that. We don't know what's in that situation. They say he basically stole money from that charity or something like that. Well, possibly a scam. I don't know. And this is very, very serious allegations, nonetheless. This concerned me because the question is now, who would be the face of the franchise? You think about it. Jason David Frank, who played Tommy, the original Green Ranger, in the Power Rangers series, had been the face of the franchise even after he basically did his last act on the show, and that was Ninja Steel. But here's where, ever since he passed away a couple of years ago, unfortunately, it's like now the big question, and because of Austin St. John's situation, you would think, all right, Jason David Frank passed away, and you would think that Austin St. John would be the guy to step up to be the face of the franchise. But because the allegations are against him, the legal allegations are against him, plus the fact that he was planning on selling shirts with quotes from folks like Adolf Hitler that didn't sit well with others, it goes, okay, he's out, who's next? I'm consider, we saw David Yost, who reprised his role as Billy Cranston in the final, the 30th season of Power Rangers, Cosmic Fury, and I thought, he, kind of picked up where he left off, so to speak, when it comes to, acting, his character and all, which is great. Using his veteran experience as a Power Ranger to help the newest team of Rangers possibly defeat the forces of evil once and for all. But who would be the franchise? Like Jason David Frank is no longer with us, God rest his soul, and Austin St. John's in serious legal trouble, entering the plea deal. I don't know what the heck is going on. Hopefully somebody would update me on what the heck is going on in that situation. But and with the controversy that he's selling T-shirts with Adolf Hitler's quotes on it and everything like that, who would be the face of the franchise? But David Yost could be a candidate to be the new face of the franchise. I know Jason David Frank's daughter, Jenna, wanted to continue where her father left off, and, I commend her for that. But, and then you got his son Jacob trying to do the same thing, and if you hear his son Jacob talk, it almost sounds like his father. It's so scary. So surreal, I should say. But, who would be the face of the franchise? I mean, who would be the next person to step up and represent the Power Rangers franchise as far as the actors and actresses who have been on the show for the 30 years go? I had to commend Nakia Burress and Catherine Sutherland. They've been having their own YouTube show, and I think, to me, they perfectly represent the franchise very, very well, because they're out there, they're plugging the franchise still, they're doing their shows, they're doing funny bits and all that. And I got to commend those two ladies for it, and just, to me, I think they'd be perfect faces for the franchise. I know Amy Jo Johnson, David Yost tried to do the comics on them, then the comics, so a lot, I would say, to me, Nakia Burress and Catherine Sutherland have been doing a heck of a job trying to keep that, legacy of the Power Rangers kind of alive, even though they're no longer airing shows or anything like that. But I think they truly represent the franchise well, because they always been kind to fans, And they also interviewed their fellow castmates, the actors who played a role. So it's like them trying to keep that fandom alive. So, yeah, Nakia Burress and Catherine Sutherland, in my personal opinion, are two of the best candidates for keeping the franchise alive. I say. I know Tracy Lynn Cruz has been doing cons and all that. I think every Power Ranger actor that was out there, still doing cons and all that, and trying to keep themselves busy, but giving back to fans and all that. It's really difficult for me who would be, like I say, the top two candidates are out, because obviously Jason David Frank passed away, because he was the face of the franchise until he passed away. And then you got Austin St. John, who would have been next, but with the legal troubles going on and the controversy surrounding him, where can you go? And I feel bad, because there were, a lot of people cited Tommy and Jason as two of their favorite Power Rangers, So kind of like, so it racks my brain. And to me, like I said, Catherine Sutherland and Nakia Burress, in my opinion, should be the two best candidates. Amy Jo Johnson with them. I think those three would be perfect. Perfect candidates to be faces of the franchise. My personal opinion. I don't know who you guys think out there should be. It could be somebody. It could be somebody like Hunter Deno, very beautiful young lady, and became the first female Red Ranger. There's so many options out there. There's so many options out there. Something, to me, I think Paul Schreier and Jason Narvey, even though they didn't play Power Rangers, they played civilian school bullies. But they always make everybody laugh and having a lot of fun. And, to me, I personally think, Paul Schreier and Jason Narvey, you never know. So that's my first thoughts. I'm trying to talk to fill up the time. I don't want to go like 3 minutes video and all that. The second thing I want to talk about is when I talked about Monday Night Raw last night, but also they have been announced on Raw Talk, the SmackDown side for the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring first round matches. For the SmackDown side, for the men's side, the King of the Ring, Randy Orton going one-on-one with AJ Styles. Heck of a matchup that's going to be. Baron Corbin and Carmelo Hayes coming over from NXT. After Baron Corbin spent there as an NXT Tag Champ. Baron Corbin, Carmelo Hayes, that's going to be a heck of a matchup. LA Knight and Santos Escobar, obviously after the little chirping back and forth they did this past Friday night. on SmackDown. And this is an interesting one. Bobby Lashley versus Tama Tonga. I wonder if the Bloodline is going to make an example of the Pride. And so that's my personal opinion. So that's going to be an interesting. Tama Tonga is part of the tournament. You know, you would think that would sit well with Solo Sikoa if Tonga became the king of the ring. But the queen of the ring on the first round side, Tiffany Stratton, will take on the newcomer from NXT, Blair Davenport. And this matchup is a Big E special. You know, I say, people say big meaty men slap me, more like big meaty maids slapping me. Big meaty maidens slapping me on this one. Nia Jax versus Piper Niven. Chelsea Green goes one-on-one with Indy Hartwell. Going to be an interesting matchup. And Naomi will be going up against Candice LeRae. And this is first round tournaments. First round tournaments. I'm really excited about that. So that's a SmackDown bracket. I don't know who would be Nia Jax versus Io Sky in the tournament finals. I don't know. I really don't know how that match is how that's gonna work out. So, are we ready to get going with this thing? Okay, now I'm gonna try to open it up and got the scissors ready. So here we go. And I almost sliced myself. That would not be a cool thing to see on YouTube. Okay, and let's see if I can open it up. Okay. Open it up. Okay, we'll pull this out. And aha. And uh-oh. Don't worry. I think that was it. And here it is, folks. The Final Fight 1 Game Boy Advance. Game Boy with custom game cases. So you take this little doohickey and you put it in here, and there it is, right in there, and you close it up, and there it is, Final Fight 1. All right, it's Final Fight 1. All right. Here's the classic arcade action on the run. Classic arcade action is unleashed in the Game Boy Advance system in Final Fight 1. There's trouble in Metro City. Members of the Mad Gear Gang have kidnapped the mayor's daughter, Jessica, and the clock is ticking. The mayor, an ex-Street Fighter himself, calls in big guns to help, listing the Iron Fists of team of Cody and Guy. Now it's a race against time to scour the city, defeat an army of Mad Gear Gang's minions, and rescue Jessica before it's too late. Classic arcade blockbuster now for the Game Boy Advance system. Team up with a friend using link cable, connect to Game Boy systems, and new added scenes. As you know, the boss and the fighter will talk trash beforehand, and I forget how you play as alpha versions of Cody and Guy in this game. How you get them, how we get access. So this is it, Final Fight 1, right here for the Game Boy Advance. So that's pretty cool. So there it is. So, that's it. That's all the time we have on the show for today, episode 68 of Virtually Purchase Acquisitions. And I do apologize for talking about the other subjects earlier on. I figured, fill in some time. And that's another thing, too, about VPA. Sometimes you want to go, okay, I got a package. I'm going to unwrap it and show you. But it takes more than that. I figure, balance it out a little bit, So, who would be now? Which Power Ranger actor or actress would be the perfect face for the franchise? That's a good question. That's one question for one. I want to see what you Power Ranger fans think about that, what I just said and all that. And two, what do you think of the SmackDown side of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament first round? That's another thing that we would. So, it'd be a lot of fun. So, it'd be very interesting to. Find out what happens. Okay, so that's all the time. Episode 1392, episode 68 of Virtually Purchase Acquisitions. And next up, Trebek Tuesday. That's right, Trebek Tuesday, and that is High Rollers. We're gonna play a little bit of that. All right, so I'll see you guys later. And I hope you guys like the new intro for the Raw Event Center from last night. As you know. NXT is going to be a little different. I'll explain about the when I do my intro. When I do put up the video, I'm going to explain the intro for explain the thumbnail for the NXT Event Center Wrestling Report. So I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day, and until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.